morning, everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to pay your debt.
Hello again. We're showing you step by step how we paid off our $25,000 debt in 2 years.
Additionally, we're going to teach you how to create a budget, stay motivated, and speed up the process. Stay tuned because this video is for you. Oh, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. We're going to break this into 7 simple steps that we follow, and the first one is motivation.
A few years back, we started feeling really unhappy about our jobs and the amount of money that we were earning. We were working really hard for no purpose at all. And on top of that, we started piling up debt because we didn't manage money right.
We were clueless regarding personal finances. We were taking so many bad decisions. We took a loan for our wedding. We took a loan for general expenses. We took a loan for vacations. And
that we couldn't afford.
Yeah, and we also maxed out our credit cards.
So stupid.
So stupid. At some point, we were questioning ourselves, is this the right path? Is there another way to do this? We realized that at the rate that we were going, we would be working to pay debt and not being able to enjoy our lives. We were on the so-called rat race.
We started our research and found the FIRE movement, which stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. We love those words, financial independence, retire early. We found our motivation right there on becoming debt-free because that was indeed the first step on becoming financially independent.
The reasons behind those concepts were so important were more quality times with our loved ones, being able to not feel like slaves because we have payment due. We would be able to choose when and how to spend our time. And also we will be able to choose the jobs that we would like to do, things that we would love to be doing, not the things that we should be doing because we have to pay, we have to earn money.
To clarify here, this doesn't have to be your motivation. We don't even belong to the FIRE movement. It was just a starting point. The thing is that we think you need to go deep in yourself and find a motivation to do what you do. Find your own reasons for why you want to be debt-free. Now that we found our motivation, we were like, how can we do this? How are we going to achieve this? That was step number 2. Inform ourselves, get to know ourselves, to really change our habits. We were lucky enough to have a friend that was on the same path that we were. Shout out to Thomas. And he advised us to read Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. This book taught us a lot about the mindset that you need to have in order to pay off your debt. We also read other books that we definitely suggest that you read. Financial books, self-development books. With this acquired knowledge, we started using money more wisely. We cut down on unnecessary expenses, learned how to use credit cards. We stopped getting into more debt. We paid with cash. Overall, this helped us get more out of our income.
As we were so motivated and we were gaining all of that good knowledge from those books, we started sharing it with our closest friends. And guess what? You realized that was the next step for you to become debt-free. You need to get a network of people that have the same motivation and the same future goals. Luckily, Thomas once again was one of the greatest key pieces that helped us remain motivated. Shout out to Thomas, Roberto, Emil, Che, Lorena, Wendy, Alex, and Cherry. Thanks to Fernando too. He's a good one. Those people influenced us a lot. Thanks to you guys. So guys, please remember this African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go further, go with others. We invite you to get to know us. Please reach out because we want to go with you.
Okay, let's get practical. The next thing that is vital is controlling your money. In other words, budgeting. We'll show you briefly how to do it.
Here are the following steps Laura and I took in order for us to create our budget. First, we made a list of all of our expenses. Second, we divided those expenses accordingly to our pay period. 3 things can happen at that moment. You have more expenses than your income. You have the same amount of expenses as your income, or the last one that is that you have a little bit of leftover money. That case was Laura and I. We have a little bit of leftover money that we were wasting. But if you are under the first and the second case, we suggest you to go over your budget again and try to eliminate those expenses that you don't need for real. And also, you should think about a different way to earn more money in order for you to have leftover money, because you will need it for the next step.
Building our emergency fund. With our leftover money, we did not start paying off debt. We actually started building our emergency fund because we did not want to run into health problems, loss of job, or a pandemic without having enough money to help ourselves. What is an emergency fund? An emergency fund is money put aside for unexpected events, and it's suggested to be 3 to 6 months of expenses. For example, if you spend $1,000 every month just to cover your expenses, it's suggested to have $3,000 to $6,000 put away.
Okay, awesome. Now that we're paying all of our expenses and we have our emergency fund built up, we dedicated our leftover money to paying off debts in record time. We created a list of all of our debts. Here you can have two options. You can organize them from higher interest rates to lowest interest rates. Or you can organize them from the smallest to the biggest debt, like this. Laura and I decided to pay from smallest to biggest as suggested by Dave Ramsey. He calls this the snowball method because you get momentum from paying one debt after the other gradually.
Now that we were all set, we started paying and tracking our progress. We kept paying debt one after one after one, and we chose to celebrate every time we finished one. We would go out, we would buy something that we were holding off on buying, or we celebrated with friends. We think it's important to reward yourself. This keeps you motivated and moving forward. A little side step though, try to increase your income. This will speed up your process. And it's completely possible, even during a pandemic. I got a new job during the pandemic. Francis always used to do side hustles, doing designs or just selling stuff. It's possible for anyone. You can also try to learn a new skill that makes you more valuable for a better job that you're looking for. There's actually many resources where you can get new skills and doing everything online. Go for it. Do not underestimate yourself. You can get a better job, you can get a higher income, you can pay off your debt. And it's a cliche, but if Francis and I did it, you can do it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes we did overspend money, sometimes we did go out of our budget, but we still made it happen. So don't worry about perfection, just worry about moving forward. That was it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.